Second Chronicles 13 to 14. Rehoboam died and his son Abijah became king. Although First Kings tells us that Abijah walked in all the sins of his father and was not wholly devoted to the Lord's God, here we see him doing well. No one is perfect, but what characterizes your life? What is the habitual pattern of your life? Jeroboam and Abijah were at war. Abijah began to lay out the fact that Jeroboam had raised up false priests and idols, while Judah had stuck with the Levites and had not forsaken the Lord. Chapter 3, verses 17 through 18 says, Abijah and his people defeated them with a great slaughter, so that 500,000 chosen men of Israel fell slain. Thus the sons of Israel were subdued at that time, and the sons of Judah conquered because they trusted in the Lord, the God of their fathers. Jeroboam died, and Abijah became powerful and took 14 wives to himself. Not good. Abijah died, and his son Asa became king. He did good and right in the sight of the Lord. Wouldn't you love to have this said about you? You can as you walk in the power of his might. He removed the high places and incense altars and commanded Judah to seek the Lord and obey his law. 1 million Ethiopians came against Judah and listened to this man of God's prayer. Lord, there is no one besides you to help in the battle between the powerful and those who have no strength. So help us, O Lord our God, for we trust in you, and in your name have come against this multitude. O Lord, you are God. Let no man prevail against you. So the Lord routed the Ethiopians before Asa and Judah. We can really see that this man knows who he belongs to and who is responsible for him. Do you know whose you are and who is responsible for you? John 12, 1 through 26, we see Jesus 6 days before the Passover sitting in Mary and Martha's home with Lazarus, the very one he'd raised from the dead. This is amazing. There he is. Martha is serving, which obviously is her gift. Let's not be too hard on Martha, as we have witnessed her testimony that she believed Jesus to be the Christ. She actually exhibited a wonderful faith in the resurrection. Mary took costly perfume of pure nard and began to anoint Jesus' feet and wipe them with her hair. Judas was angry, claiming that he thought the nard could be sold and the money given to the poor. The text says he wasn't really concerned about the poor at all, but that he was the treasurer and simply wanted more money in the money box so he could steal it, which was his custom. Jesus said to let her alone, for she was honoring him and preparing his body for burial. Mary had some understanding that Jesus was going to the cross. Large crowds came to see Jesus and Lazarus, whom he had raised. The chief priests were planning to kill Jesus and Lazarus. What absurd thinking! We can't explain this, but we don't want to lose our place, so we'll just kill them both. That'll take care of it. Yeah, right. The next day, Jesus rode into Jerusalem on a donkey, and the people took palm branches and shouted, Hosanna, which means save us now. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord, even the King of Israel. This fulfills Zechariah's prophecy written 500 years earlier. The Pharisees said to one another, you see that you are not doing very good. Look, the world has gone after him. Yeah, we wouldn't want that, because then you'll get saved and then you'll spend eternity in a perfect world, in a perfect body with a perfect God. Jesus said it was time for him to be glorified. He said, unless a grain of wheat falls into the earth and dies, it remains alone. But if it dies, it bears much fruit. He who loves his life loses it, and he who hates his life in this world will keep it to eternal life. A seed must actually die before it can bring forth fruit. Jesus is talking about his own death, burial, and resurrection, and how that will bring forth much fruit, people obtaining eternal life through faith in him. People laying down their own lives for Jesus Christ because he lays down his life for them.